strike while the iron is hot, and urging to make the most of your opportunity before it's gone. But it's easy to feel more like the iron than the hammer, taking on blow after blow after blow.
COVID-19 cases climb across the nation.
Hospitalizations hitting records in 16 states last week.
I've not had a situation as difficult and emotional as this one, that we cancel the remainder of our men's basketball tournament.
The NCAA has made the decision to cancel the men's and women's tournament.
Fortunately, the iron isn't judged by the heat. It isn't defined by the pressure it endures. It isn't assessed by the ashes left in its wake. Instead, it's remembered by what it becomes. Because iron sharpens iron.
Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by UT Knoxville Alumni and Tennessee Athletics. Happy Big Orange Friday, everybody. Thanks for joining us for our virtual pep rally today. I am Ryan Rice, UT alumnus and local radio personality here in Knoxville. Our event, as always, would not be possible without our great partners and sponsors, including Coca-Cola, Farm Bureau, First Horizon, Food City, Graduate Knoxville, Graphic Creations, One Riverwalk, Pilot Company, Threads, and UT Medical Center. Special shout out today to our alumni and friends in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. There are nearly 3,000 UT Knoxville alumni who live in Kentucky, including one we'll talk to in a few moments. And we know you're always fired up when the Vols battle the Wildcats. Looking forward to that one tomorrow here at Thompson Bowling Arena. On today's show, we'll be joined in just a few moments by Tennessee Chancellor Dondi Plowman. VFL and Kentucky native Chris Lofton joins the show coming up in just a few. We'll have our keys to the game of the University of Tennessee Knoxville, and that's Dondi Plowman. Chancellor Plowman, thanks so much for joining us here on this Big Orange Friday. I know it's an exciting time as you get set for this spring semester to continue to roll on, and I know planning's already underway for the next phases as well.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much for being here, for doing this. I couldn't be more excited about where we are right now. I just want to give a big shout out to our students, because this time last fall, we had a huge spike in our COVID numbers. We've not seen that this spring. So knock on wood, we're doing really well, and I'm proud of all the students. But I want to focus for a minute on what an exciting time this is for the university and for our athletic department. I know everybody on this call has been paying attention. We got new leadership over in the athletic department. I couldn't be more thrilled about Danny White and what he is bringing us, what Josh Heupel and the coaches he's hired are bringing us. Just this morning, some of the new administrators Danny hired were over here just outside my office, getting a lay of the land, meeting everybody. The energy, the experience, the credibility, it is thrilling. And so it's a great time to be a Vol. You know, this past year, I visited with every single one of our teams. I have one more to go, and that's swimming and diving, getting to know these athletes and asking them, how are you feeling about playing, competing, and during COVID? You know, on that video you just showed, you saw Greg Sankey there, who's the commissioner of the SEC. He's the reason that we are able to compete right now. He's the reason we got football. His leadership, and I'm part of the presidents and chancellors that made a lot of those decisions, but his leadership has been amazing. Now you look at the leadership here at Tennessee with Danny White, with Josh. It's an exciting day. I'm so happy about the women last night. That game was fabulous, the Lady Vols. The men played earlier this week. Things are going great. Baseball opens tonight. Softball opens on Monday afternoon. This is truly a great time to be a Vol, and I can't wait to the game against Kentucky on Saturday. We're all ready. We're going to be loud, wearing our orange, and go Vols.
We're looking forward to it tomorrow. I know I'll second what you said about last night's game. I was looking to my left to my right when Tennessee's down 16 going, but then that third quarter and the fourth quarter to close it out, just impressive.
Renaya was unbelievable. All of them. They were just great. I just loved it. So good.
Well, Chancellor, thanks so much for joining us all year on Countdown to Tip-Off, and we look forward to talking to you again soon. Now, I'm pleased to be joined by one of the legends of Tennessee men's basketball as we preview Tennessee and Kentucky tomorrow. From the state of Kentucky, he really needs no introduction. That is VFL Chris Lofton. Chris, good afternoon. Welcome in to Countdown to Tip-Off. How are you this beautiful Friday?
I'm great, man. Glad you're having me on the show today. Can't wait to talk.
Being from Kentucky, obviously that series meant a lot to you, and you played like it. How did you use the motivation of it being your home state school that you're playing against without it becoming a distraction that it sometimes becomes for players who get jacked up for those big games?
I really just use it as motivation. You know, being from Kentucky, you know, you grow up and that's all you hear about, Kentucky basketball. And that's where I wanted to go. And for them not to offer me a scholarship, I think that, you know, like lit a fire in me, just made me want to work hard and just prove them wrong my whole 4 years in college. And so when we played, you know, Kentucky, I was always ready. I just made sure I was ready, and I tried not to get caught up in just trying to be about me, but, you know, doing whatever I could to help the team win.
You know, your time here was one of Tennessee taking a really big step forward in men's basketball, and certainly you were a big part of it. What was it like building that program and building it up to the point where Tennessee and Kentucky were on an even plane for most of your playing time here?
I think it's special. I think it's, you know, the work that we all put in, you know, my teammates. And because I look back to my freshman year where we were 14 and 17 and, you know, it was a bad year. And, you know, me, Dane, Juwan, Jordan, you know, we were all, you know, coming back. We were all young, and we just wanted to make sure that we left Tennessee basketball better than we found it. And, you know, that was our goals. And we went to work those 4 years, and I'm glad we left and, you know, had it in a better place.
Take you in that Kentucky series for a moment. What's your personal favorite moment in your 4 years against the Wildcats?
Favorite moment has to be 2006 when we beat them in Rupp Arena here in Lexington. And it was just a special night for me because, you know, Rupp Arena is a place where I've played at a lot because in high school basketball in Kentucky, that's where the state tournament is. So I played there 3 years in a row, and, you know, to play once a year when I got to college and just to win there was special with my family and friends around and a lot of people watching. So that's always going to be my special moment for sure.
Perhaps no shot in your career, and there were some great ones, NCAA tournament first round, Kentucky games, Florida games, but perhaps no shot has aged better than the three-pointer over Kevin Durant against Texas. Do you remember that shot every time you see a kid wearing KDs on the street?
Not really, but I mean, people talk about it so much to me that it's hard not to, you know, like it's hard not to think about it a lot.
You know, both the men's and women's teams here have custom Tennessee orange KD shoes that they wear. And I, every time I put in a little CL instead.
Oh, I'm sorry. You got cut out on me. Can you say that again?
Yeah. Every time. So our men's and women's teams have custom KD shoes that Nike sends, and in orange and white. Every time I see it, I think we should change the logo to a little CL.
I mean, you know,
seems reasonable to me.
Tell Nike to make my own shoe. That'd be nice. I'll take it.
And that would be the custom Chris Loftons for Tennessee basketball. You obviously had a big impact on this community past basketball with the Outlive program, with everything that you brought to light in this community after your cancer diagnosis, and keeping that to yourself while playing, but making a to you to be able to do that.
I'm sorry, you cut out on me. Can you say it again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just what you were able to do in this community with the Outlive program and trying to help build cancer awareness in this community using your experience.
Yeah, just trying to, help other people. That's what it's all about, and just giving back. And what can you do to help other people? That's what I've learned, growing up, that it's not all about you. It's about what you can give back and help the next person. And, I felt like that was a time, that was a tough time I went through in 2007, 8. And I just knew other people was going to go through it, or they're going to eventually. So I just wanted to give back and, reach out and tell them that, it's going to be okay, that, God has a plan for each and every one of us, and that we just got to stay patient, just, stay strong and not to worry. He's going to take care of us.
What have you been up to? People always ask, where's Chris Lofton today? Tell us about what you've been doing.
So I've just been training. This last year, I've been training a lot, just, waiting on somewhere to go overseas. I think I want to play at least one more year, and then after that, probably get into coaching. So just waiting to see if, I end up somewhere this year, and then going from there.
Which of your former coaches is Coach Chris Lofton most going to be like? Is it a former head coach, a former assistant, a high school coach, or is it you're going to break your own mold?
I think I'm going to break my own mold. I think I'm going to have a little bit of each and every one of my coaches through the years, and me.
You might get a little bit of that Pat Summitt stare. I know you at least got to see that up close a little bit. You can get that on the players a little bit.
Yeah. I hope I have the impact she had on people. That would be great.
Last thing for you, Chris. I really appreciate your time here today on Countdown to Tip-Off. You get to go back and take one shot in your career over again. Which one is it?
One shot in my career over. Probably one of the missed shots I missed in the 2000 Sweet 16 against Ohio State. I would like to get one of those shots back I missed, late in the game.
What was that game like? I mean, just we talk about all the success, and we always focus on the success. How did that motivate you from that point forward in your career?
Just let me know, I pride myself on working hard, and me missing that shot, it hurt, no doubt, but I feel like I could live with it because I put in the work. I feel like I put in the work. It just didn't go my way. And I realized at that point that, I feel like we're all going to fail in something. But if you fail and you've put all you can into it in practice, in the film, and I feel like you can still hold your head up high. But, if I didn't work hard and I missed that shot, I would have a little regret. So I feel like I've done, I didn't have the greatest career at Tennessee, but I gave it all I got. I can honestly say that I put it all out there. Practice, film, workouts, I put it all, I gave all I got to the University of Tennessee basketball. And, we didn't win a national championship, do the things that we all wanted, but I can say I gave it all. And that right there alone is enough for me.
I think the fans at Tennessee would agree. And I think one day, I don't want to go inside knowledge, but I think one day we will have a ceremony with the number 5 going up to the Raptors. That's just my prediction, Chris.
We'll see.
We always appreciate it. Chris, thank you so much for giving us some of your time today. Stay warm up there in the snow in Kentucky, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks so much. I'll try.
That's Chris Lofton, VFL, from the state of Kentucky, who always had a great impact against the University of Kentucky. Before the game tomorrow, let's take a look back at last year's matchup on the road between Tennessee and Kentucky.
Set to go here at Rupp Arena, Tennessee and Kentucky. They're playing for the 230th time tonight. Tennessee looking for just its 6th win ever in Rupp Arena since it opened back in 1976.
We're going to win the game because we're going to be tougher and harder than they've ever had in here. Okay, now again, I'm going to tell you, you know what we did to Florida. Florida should have won in here. Okay, we're going to win it here. Okay, and you get that in your head right now. We're going to win it here.
Pull-up jumper in the lane is good. Bowden throws it up and in. past Fulkerson. He beats Sestina down the floor and lays it up and in. A fadeaway. Tough shot. Rod West gives off the corner. Johnson another three. Good again. Many back-to-back threes by Jalen Johnson. A pretty move and a finger roll, huh? Kentucky extends its biggest lead of the night. 48-31. James, give and go. Fulkerson lays it up. Good. Yeah. He's fouled by Montgomery. Takes it to the corner. Pulls back. Fires. Good. Money. Slams it. Coming in from the right side.
Higgins. Good hands that time and a good steal.
Pulls up. Drops it off Fulkerson. Fakes. Puts it in and he's fouled by Sestina. Open look for lead. And it's good. Money. James, a three-pointer out front, and Tennessee is taking the lead. And the victory goes to the Big Orange here at Rupp Arena. Final score from Rupp, Tennessee 81, Kentucky 73.
Good job,
That's Tennessee, man. That's Tennessee. That's what we do. That's what we do, man. Man, that's what we do, man. That's Tennessee right there.
Hey guys, Fulton was great, but all you guys made plays. Think about we're down 17. Yep. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys. We're good, man. We're good at the right time. Great job of you. But you come back, Jalen. You were huge in the first half, man. Big time. Like we said the other night, we said going into Florida, what was the new season? Well, right now we're undefeated, and we've just got everybody's attention, man. That's great.
And of course, Tennessee would go on and do it again this year at Rupp Arena, thanks in part to a couple of young guys that we'll count on tomorrow as well, Jaden Springer and Keon Johnson. Back-to-back wins in Rupp Arena for the first time in program history last year and this year. Now it's time to take a look at our keys to the game for tomorrow's game. Jaden Springer and Keon Johnson combined for 50 up at Rupp Arena. They'll have to do it again. So key number one is keep the young guys on track. Springer had a great night on Wednesday night against South Carolina. Johnson didn't play as many minutes, but needs that big performance. Need to keep it rolling again on Saturday. Number two is work the ball inside. John Fulkerson had a great comeback game, 19 points on Wednesday night against South Carolina. Eve Pons had 10. Those two guys had struggled in recent games. Pons had missed a game with injury. So get those guys involved, keep them involved, and keep that inside-out game rolling. And finally, avoid falling into the revenge trap. Kentucky's going to be looking for some revenge after that win by Tennessee in Rupp Arena, a big one earlier this season. Don't let the Wildcats get you down. Don't let the Wildcats start that revenge. Start strong and keep moving. So those are our three keys to the game. Let's review. Keep the young guys on track. One, work the ball inside and avoid falling into Kentucky's revenge trap. Those are the keys to a Big Orange victory against Kentucky on Saturday. Big Orange Country, the perfect subscription box now exists. It's a new year. You need some new gear. There's a box for every season of the year for you to get your fresh new Volun gear. Each Big Orange box contains original pieces and collectibles only available from Tennessee Athletics. Choose your favorite season, including our Winter Volley box, a basketball-themed March Madness box coming soon, the Vols of Summer, and Vol Tailgate, or you can collect them all. Gift or get your Volun gear box today at allvols.com. Before COVID hit last year on the way to the SEC tournament, the Tennessee basketball team took a trip to Middle Tennessee to see and help out some of our neighbors that had been affected by tornadoes. Serving the greater community, always a priority for these young men. They were able to do that on the way to the SEC tournament last year. Let's take a look back at this moment for the Vols and the community.
This is where that tornado came. It was 500 yards wide and 8.5 miles long. And this is where most of the damage was done, right up here. What we're doing, we're going to this church and meet those families that really lost everything. On the way over, we knew that we wanted our players to stop and just understand what really has happened here in this part of the state. And you look around, you see how many volunteers, first responders, but people here, how this community has really come together. And so many people outside the community have come in here and to do their part. And this is real life. And obviously we're blessed to play a game that we love, but this is real life, and the key to real life is loving people and treating your neighbors the way you want to be treated. And it's so neat being here today to see how so many people have responded to those who have really lost loved ones and those who have lost everything they have. And it's a great lesson, I can tell you that, to not to take anything for granted and understand that we only have one day at a time and we should live it to the fullest.
This is great stuff from the Vols. Can't wait for them to be able to get back in the community very soon when COVID ends, get back to staying involved. And we certainly continue to send thoughts and prayers to our friends in Middle Tennessee that were affected by the tornadoes that were now a year ago, but seem a lot sooner to those that were affected by it. Now we bring in to Countdown to Tip-Off Vice Chancellor for Advancement, Chip Bryant. Chip, good afternoon. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off. Great to see you on this Big Orange Friday.
Brian, great to see you also. Great to be with you. And it's great seeing that last video about our student athletes being involved in our communities and showing that volunteer spirit. I'd like to let our alumni throughout the country that have been affected by the extreme cold weather know that we are thinking about them, especially our alums in Texas. We hope that you and your families are safe and warm during this time. Before the game tomorrow, let me share with our audience how they can be proud, be involved, and be invested in the University of Tennessee. Be proud by showing your volunteer pride and wearing your orange every Big Orange Friday. We hope you'll be involved by connecting with a UT alumni chapter near you for exciting programs and opportunities. To find out more information about our chapter programs, visit alumni.utk.edu. And we hope that you'll be invested in our students. We ask you to give at least one gift, any size, every year. You can choose from numerous donation funds so that your gift goes to a program that you want to support. To give today, visit giving.utk.edu. Brian, again, thanks for having me today, and go Vols.
Chip, thanks so much. We appreciate it. A big week for Tennessee with the two basketball wins earlier this week, and now looking for Tennessee and Kentucky tomorrow at Thompson Bowling Arena. Before we wrap things up today, a big congratulations to Sharon Matthews, our Vol Fan of the Week. If you want to win in future giveaways, be sure you're following us on all the social media platforms at 10alum, at TENNALUM, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for details on how to win and how to take part in all of our upcoming events. Don't forget to tune into tomorrow's game as Tennessee takes on Kentucky, 1 o'clock on CBS. Looking forward to a big one at the arena tomorrow. I'm Brian Rice for everybody here at UT Knoxville Alumni and Countdown to Tip-Off. Thanks so much for joining us all season long. We'll see you soon, and go Vols.